Imagine a world where aging is no longer a certainty, but a curable condition, and the promise of second youth comes with a price tag that only the elite can afford. You are part of a society on the brink of collapse, where the divide between the ageless rich and the dying poor has become an unbridgeable chasm. But when you discover that Regenera-9 isn't just a medical breakthrough, but a sinister experiment designed to harvest the vitality of the many to sustain the few, you realize that immortality isn't a gift, it's a trap. Welcome to Regenera-9, the Second Youth, the pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Javad Sameti's sci-fi saga. If you love biopunk thriller tropes, class warfare narratives, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated terror of facing a system that views your life as a resource through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of body horror with the profound weight of ethical rebellion. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's discovery of the dark truth behind the regeneration clinics, thrusting them into a race against time to expose the conspiracy before they are silenced by the very technology that promises salvation. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of sterile labs and decay, the hum of strained servers, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are consumed by the machine. Sameti excels at capturing the psychological toll of living in a malleable reality, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal servitude. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular rebel hero trope and the brilliant metagaming dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about understanding the hidden patterns of the system, exploiting glitches in perception, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Regenera-9 lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Regenera-9, the Second Youth, is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Javad Sameti has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.